Howard Stern Show.
Do you need to be, if you're with a guy romantically, does he need to be an artist? In other words, you couldn't be with someone who worked at a supermarket or Joe the plumber, because if you're that turned on by artists and a guy who's painting, and if he's not painting, he's singing.
Somebody who's creating all the time.
Yeah, you need that, right? You can't be in a relationship with just any guy.
Well, I mean, I can't really imagine being with anyone other than whom I'm with right now. So,
yeah, what's your boyfriend? He's an actor?
Taylor, he's an actor.
An actor.
And he's extremely creative. And he's extremely, when it comes to his work, he can be quite introverted. And,
right.
He likes to just study and sit with his thoughts. And, we really connect in that way. And we don't do the same thing.
You've been with him a long time.
Yeah, over 3 years.
Are you going to get married?
Well,
Hey, I saw you had
hit on something.
You had a commitment ceremony, didn't you?
No.
I heard there was a commitment ceremony.
No, you heard a lot of things.
Oh, I heard about you. I keep tabs on you.
But he's extremely talented, and but it is true. I do feed off is my ability to be able to have an intelligent conversation with him about how it feels to be a creative person.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't always understand you. They think you're weird.
That's what led to your depression. You were anti-people. You said, man, all my friends, all the people I loved have turned on me, or they've...
Well, not all of them.
Right. You don't need that many friends. I mean, you only need a few.
My vocal teacher, I've been with him almost 20 years. I was on the phone with him this morning.
Right.
My assistants that work with me, one of them's been with me for 5 years.
And very good relationship there.
Wonderful relationships. My other assistant's been with me 2 years. We're wonderful friends. My manager, Bobby, he was with my previous manager. He stayed with me.
So when these personal things happen to you, when people turn on you, that's when you turn to drinking and stuff. Did you ever go to a psychiatrist and say, listen, I need help?
Well, I also turned before then because I was reaching out for help for a little while. That, I didn't feel well on the road because I was very isolated. It's hard to walk outside and not get followed. God bless my fans. I love them. Right. I don't want to tell them not to follow me. I don't want to tell paparazzi not to take my picture. I've chosen this life.
Right. But there are times that it's hard to deal with.
Well, it's just isolation. If you put somebody in a cage for 5 years, at some point you start going crazy.
That's right.
And I started to, call everybody and say, hey, I'm mentally kind of feeling like I'm not able to really talk to people. I felt like a social anxiety. Mm-hmm. I wasn't really able to talk to people very well. I felt like my interviews, I was sounding weird. I said I got like a weird accent.
Yeah.
I don't really know, that's not really the way I talk. I don't know why I'm talking like that. And then what you realize is just that you've been inside for too long.
Right.
But you need to keep people around you that want you to be happy, that they want you to go outside. They want you to smell the roses and see the trees and enjoy your life and enjoy the things that you work hard for, not people that just want to keep you working and making money.
That is really interesting. You say even at some point you were so isolated that you even started to talk like someone else and you don't even know why. It's just almost like...
I knew that it was happening. I would watch interviews and go, why the fuck do I sound like that?
Right.
What am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. Why am I so insecure? I never used to be an insecure person.
Do you think you were just going insane?
Yeah,
I mean, literally insane.
I was going nuts. I mean, I hadn't been outside in ages, and if I did, there was 100 people following me and cameras everywhere. I hadn't been outside. But, Taylor, my boyfriend, he was the best. He used to sweep me off my feet, throw me on the back of his motorcycle, and take me to the beach. No security. They'd be screaming at me, yelling at my phone all day, and he'd throw it in the back of his beach shack, and he'd say,
Has he asked you to marry him?
Oh, come on.
Tell me the truth.
I'm not answering that question.
Is it a yes or a no? I'm curious about this guy. I wonder if he's the right guy. Let me think about this.
He is the right guy.
How do we know? How do we know? Yes.
Well, because I have that feeling with him.
You know it.
I just know it.
If he asked you to marry him, would you do it?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Will I be at the wedding?
No.
I somehow thought so. I can't believe it. I'm so insulted. What's going on?
You don't know me very well if you think I'm going to have a big wedding.
No big wedding.
No, if I get married, I'm going to be hanging out of a pickup truck in a David's bridal while my stylist is screaming at me trying to put a blonde wig on my head.
I could certainly be an usher. No question I could be there. Will Elton John be there at your wedding?
Elton, I think he will be. Yes, he would be very upset if he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He's wonderful, my
You're still
dear Elton.
you're the godmother to his children, right?
Yes.
Now, what's going on with that? Are you still mentoring these kids? Are you involved with them, or are you?
Yes,
yeah.
I go see them, and I'm going to be able to see them a lot more next year, which I'm really happy about.
Because it's going to be a year off.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a year. I'm going to be touring a little bit with Tony.
Yes.
Around, we're going to do about 35 dates.
But no Lady Gaga shows, no big
and I got to
arenas?
tell you something. It's incredible. It's a revelation. It's just to sing. Wow. I mean,
in other words, no big stage show.
I can't
no,
believe it.
right.
It's like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, fuck, this is the best thing ever. I think you're eccentric.
You're just turned on by art.
I love it. And you know, to be honest, I love all artistic people. If somebody walked in right now and said I made this painting, I would want to know what paints they use. I'd want to know why they did it.
Are you a painter?
I do paint, but
watercolors?
No, I use acrylics and oil.
I see.
And Tony is the real painter.
The Howard Stern Show.